Hey everybody, it's the Goof, and it's time for some tech news. So, I thought this was worth talking about. So I'll just read parts of this maybe. Maybe I'll read all of it. But basically, the what sums it up is some researchers over in the UK have figured out a way using our existing lines, right? to transmit data that's, and they say it right here, 4.5 million times faster than the average broadband, speed, setting a new world record. So, in partnership with the National Institute of Information and Communications Technology in Japan, of course it would be Japan, and Nokia Bell Labs in the United States. So it wasn't just the UK. Like this was a joint partnership to doing research. So this is cool. Aston researchers were able to transfer data at a rate of, wow, this is 301, what is that, million megabits per second using standard optical fiber. Wow. That's compared to the average UK broadband performance of 69.4 megabits per second. In the United States, average download speeds are faster, averaging 242.4 megabits per second. I don't even get that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't get that. I wish I got that, but I don't. But the breakthrough is still over a million times faster than that. The feat was achieved by using new wavelength bands that aren't used in traditional fiber optic systems. The new wavelength bands are equivalent to, quote, different colors of light being transmitted down the optical fiber. Now, so for those of you that don't know, fiber optics is basically glass. I found this out when I got fiber. It's basically these tiny glass tubes that send pulses of light, right? Well, what it sounds like they've done is they've come up with different light colors, I guess you'd say, and they're able to utilize these to send data at an even more insane speed, basically, or that's what it seems like to me. So, broadly speaking, data was sent via an optical fiber, like a home or office internet connection. And Aston researcher Ian Phillips, in a press release, uh, he said, however, alongside the commercially viable C and L bands, we use two additional spectrum bands called E band and S band. Such bands traditionally haven't been required because the C and L bands could deliver the required capacity to meet consumer needs. Aston University developed an optical amplifier that allows data wavelengths to operate in the E band, which researchers say is about 3 times wider than traditional wavelengths used for data transmission. Before this breakthrough, no one was able to emulate emulate E-band channels in a controlled way. So they figured out a way to control that, which is amazing. So the solution is remarkable because it does not require new infrastructure to drastically improve internet speeds and could allow significantly faster internet speeds through existing fiber cables. See, but that's fiber. Unless fiber is everywhere, you're still not getting it. That's why I'm still championing for fiber to get spread to more places, even rural areas. The breakthrough could be a revolution in internet speeds across the spectrum of users. If implemented widely, this new faster internet could help give access to the tens of millions of Americans who don't have reliable internet. For average internet users, it could make downloading movies and large files near instantaneous. For large businesses and tech researchers, it could accelerate development speeds multiple times over. So, yeah. So, what do I take away from this? I'm thinking about things in terms of content. I'm thinking about things in terms of games, video games. Um, the implications here are insane. This could have a profound effect on the gaming industry if you think about it. Why do I say this? Because it could make game streaming seamless. It could make streaming your video games seamless. Completely freaking seamless. It could be no jumps, no stutters or anything. It could run perfectly. Okay, think about that for a second. Just think about that, man. It can make games that you download take not long at all. Like you would not be waiting nearly as long. Of course it does depend on the servers and what they're capable of on the other end, but there's a lot that can go on with this. Now, it's both cool, to me it's cool, but it's also this could accelerate issues that we're already having like the extinction of physical media. That's what worries me. If you are worried about an all digital future and you don't really want it, this could accelerate that. This could happen a lot freaking sooner. And you can't tell me that it wouldn't happen a lot freaking sooner. I think that it would happen a lot freaking sooner. And it is worrisome and it is bothersome in a way. It's cool. It's really, really cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, playing a game online with those kinds of speeds. Think about that for a second. Playing a game online with that kind of speed. I don't see how you would have any issues. Playing games online with that kind of speed, being able to download updates without it taking forever. Like, if I tried to update an MMO right now, I can tell you it would take a while. It would still take quite a while, even with my speeds. Like I get gigabit speed. I have gigabit fiber. This update could mean a lot for things such as that. So, yeah, it's like it's cool and I'm glad that they figured something like this out, but it's also terrifying because if you're like me and you still like physical media, you still like being able to play your games physically and own them physically and trade them and yada yada, so on and so forth. If you're that kind of person, this is probably worrisome. This could give a boost for digital only distribution or streaming services could become this thing that works flawlessly that no one has any issues with. This is frightening to me in a way. I mean, it's great, but it's also frightening. Anyhow, so this has been the goof. There's not a whole lot more I can say about this subject, but wow. So if you would, please rate, comment, and subscribe. It helps my channel out. I need more subscribers. I am trying to reach 1,000 here, folks. Trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber threshold. And I can't promise content every day, but when I think of something that I want to talk about, trust me, something's going to go up. So better to be subscribed and be ready for when I post videos like this. Anyhow, thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good one.